Stardom, Sid'em, Week 13 DST. I got you guys covered with a couple defenses you should be starting, and I got one defense you should be fading. So let's get right into the episode. Happy Thanksgiving to all who celebrate. Let's eat good, play good, and get these lineups and have a happy Thanksgiving with us winning the week because of our DST decisions. Now, first up, obviously, you got to have those Chiefs in the starting lineup this week in the division battle against those Raiders, who god-awful old line, where I'm expecting a ton of sack production. And also, Desmond Ridder or Aiden O'Connell should be back there as a starter. These are not real threats on the offensive making decisions to go down the field and be productive. Man, we're looking at a team right now like the Raiders who are allowing at least one takeaway in every single game they have played. And look, man, teams have averaged at least 3.5 sacks against the Raiders this season. So there is a ton of upside for this Chiefs defense to go against this Raiders offense, whatever they put out there, and put up some big points. We're starting off with the 10 standard points. I'm thinking we're in the range of 13 to 15 points for this Chiefs defense to go out there, show up and show out and get a ton of pressure to rack up the points so we can have a happy Friday night game. Next up, we got the Texans, who showed up and showed out last week, putting up a whopping 20 points in DST formats, depending on where you're at in your formats of your fantasy leagues. But man, they lost last week, but they did make a huge impact in the trenches, and this is where it gets done this week to maintain the points against a Jaguars offense with or without Trevor Lawrence, because he is practicing today based on the time of recording. He is dealing with an AC joint non-throwing injury, but if he goes back out there, which I highly doubt, I think Mac Jones is still in line to be throwing a bunch of turnovers, a bunch of opportunities for this defense to go out there and get the pressure. The Texans are ranked third in QB pressures, and honestly, I don't know if Mac Jones will be able to help himself to get out of the way for this pass rush to rack up the points, rack up the sacks, and the takeaways here, where this is a play this week. I think you could trust the Texans to maintain the points with opportunities to build. So let's not get cute on Thanksgiving week and try to just have all the right decisions made based on how these teams have just been producing with the sacks and takeaways. Texans are a lock this week for your boy. Now for the Thursday afternoon game, I got the Cowboys, who are highly available to you on the waiver wire, only rostered in 29% of leagues, where I think the Cowboys can do something absolutely hilarious this week, which I don't know if it happens based on the time of recording. At the time of recording, actually, Daniel Jones has cleared waivers, but I don't know if he becomes a Cowboy to go against those Giants. But the Cowboys, obviously, they are not facing any real offensive threats. When you look at Tommy DeVito, Drew Lock, Malik Neighbors highly frustrated, Wando Robinson not bringing the spark that he did in the beginning of the season. I'm just looking at this team as a team that is down bad, as the other New Jersey team that is going through their own storyline of drama of not productive offensive decisions. Now we're looking at the Cowboys. They also have a special teams threat as well, where they give you some opportunities and upside to score on those points of the ST part of DST. Kayvon Turbin is the name to remember in this game, where I think he runs back another punt return or kick return this week against the Giants. So therefore, Cowboys with Micah Parsons back in the lineup, because they just been lights out when it comes to the pressure since he's returned from injury. There's opportunity for sacks, there's opportunity for special teams and turnovers here against this Giants offense. So lock in the Cowboys for Thursday afternoon football. Now to get into my fades for Week 13. First up, I got the Dolphins against the Packers. Now, you're probably looking at this. There is an opportunity to maintain the points, but I'm looking for highest ceilings this week, man. I'm trying to smash on all my DST decisions, and going against this Packers offense, I really feel as though we need to look at the Packers as a serious threat, because yes, Jordan Love throws a ton of interceptions. Yes, there's opportunities for this Dolphins defense to get the takeaways, but this is the same offense that could still put up 25 plus points on your head like it's nothing, even though they're down in the turnover margin. Look, the Dolphins, they've been getting it done in the trenches as of late, especially with Chop Robinson getting a ton of pressure. But you're looking at this Packers O-line as one of the best O-lines in the league. We watched the Vikings put up 21 QB pressures and only get into Jordan Love once. Now we're looking at how this Packers O-line has been so rock steady in keeping teams at bay when it comes to sacking them, when they're allowing the second fewest sacks in the league this season, where there's not much sack production upside for this Dolphins defense to put up major points this week. So I'm looking to pivot to other options that have higher ceilings. So this wraps up another great episode of RotoBaller Fantasy Sports YouTube channel. Please make sure you guys like and subscribe. Leave a comment below on your thoughts on the episode and your starting sit questions that I'll try to answer all the way up until game time. I mean, it'll be meal time because it's Thanksgiving week, but I'll try my best being with the fam. But make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the channel, and you guys can follow me at Real Deal Fantasy on all social media platforms. Until next time.